All right, so now we're all done with Barb and on to the Millers. We got a question from Deb.
Okay.
Debbie wants to know, what are some of your favorite memories of your family while growing up?
Favorite memories are Christmas Eves when the Livingstons would come over.
Who are the Livingstons?
Oh, family friends that were just the best. He did some work for Dad. He was an architect. And his wife was a good friend of Mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to babysit me after Barb and Deb started school. So a couple days a week so that Mom could get me out of her hair.
Uh-huh.
And I was great friends with their son Ricky and Kent. And they were family.
Mm-hmm.
So those were wonderful memories. And playing cards, we would play That's It on Sunday nights. We'd get the card table out.
What's That's It?
I don't even remember. King's Corners, maybe, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some card game that we would play. And what else? It wouldn't be the camping trips we went on because they never took us camping. Let's see, favorite memories. I think being at home with our cats. We always had great cats growing up.
And you still do.
And I still do, yeah. So that was a fond memory. Playing at night with the whole neighborhood. We would play either whistle, wink, or wave. We would play kickball. We would play all these great games outside. And that was a blast.
Kids don't do that
They
anymore.
don't do that anymore, no. Kids these days.
Kids these days, they don't know what they're missing.
Right.
That's good. No, Jeffrey's got a little question for you, and little question
is a big question.
Big answer.
Big
yes.
answer.
Yes. Does life have a purpose? And if so, what is the purpose of life?
Well, Jeff, I knew you were going to ask me a tough one, so I asked to hear your question ahead of time so I could give it some thought. And I've given it a lot of thought. And I think life does have a purpose, but I believe it has different purposes for different people, depending on their spirituality, where they are being raised and growing up in the world, economic status, color of skin. There's so many variables that affect people's lives and what they may deem to be their passion or their purpose. You know, it may be for a poor family that my purpose on life is to get food on the table for my children.
Mm-hmm.
And where others might not even consider that. I believe, for me, my purpose in life has changed, has changed as I've grown. At one time, when I was younger, it was very egotistical. And then I would go off in different directions. But right now, at where I'm at in my life, and facing death, I can say that I feel that my purpose in life has been to experience happiness and share it with those around me. My purpose and my focus as of late is my immediate family. I can't get enough of my kids and my husband. Yes, that's true, Steve. I can't get enough of you.
There's a lot, Steve.
There's... Oh, God.
We'll cut.
Cut. You can leave that in. You can leave it in. Jim's laughing right now, I'm sure. And I feel a purpose to leave the world a better place than what I found it. If in some little way, and maybe how the words I've shared with someone, and maybe an act I've done to help improve the environment, the world, the people around me, that is definitely a purpose in my life. Jeff, I don't know if that's complete, but I'm sure I'll think of other things later. But you really stumped me on this one, so good question.
Nice work, Jeff. All right, Jason wants to know, what is the one thing you never wanted him to find out about?
You will never find out, because you can take secrets to the grave with you, and I am choosing to do that.
Jason, you're going to have to ask somebody else.
Gonna have someone else.
All right. Can you describe for me the philosophy of Jeanne?
Oh my gosh. Have fun in life. It's short. Be good. Be bad. Do it all. And look back and say, I had a full, good life. So it's okay. You can let me go. I had a good one. And only the good die young. So, Barb and Deb, why are you still around?
Are there any words of wisdom you would like to bestow upon the family?
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Don't take life too seriously. I have found that whenever I have given, be it of my time or my money or what have you, to someone, that I have always gotten back tenfold. So be giving. And philosophy of life. There was another one I had and I've forgotten it.
It's all right. We can always come back.
We'll come back.
Yeah. If you were to come back reincarnated as an animal on Jason's and Kristen's farm, what would you come back as and why?
Well, I wouldn't come back as a dog, because those dogs go on long hikes and run with them, and I don't want to do that. But they treat them very well. All of their animals. I think I would come back as the Nubian goat, Lily, because she's beautiful. She makes a lot of noise, which I have done in my life. I'm kind of loud sometimes. And she leads a life of leisure.
She sure does.
And she gets fed regularly and put to bed at night. So what more could you ask for?
Not a whole lot.
No.
No, that's easy living.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've had some close calls in the past where you've cheated death?
Yes. Yes. In high school, I was in a car with a boyfriend, and we were being chased by some friends of ours in their car, and went down this country road flying way too fast, and came to a T intersection, and there happened to be a culvert, a concrete culvert there. And we flew off the road, and somehow that car spun and landed in the ditch, turned away from the culvert, and drove down the ditch and up back onto the road. That was a really close call.
Could have been the end of a lot of us.
That could have been the end, yeah, of you guys.
Yeah.
Would never be. Yeah, so that was definitely a time I cheated death. And then one time I went on a high school trip. Marcia Gingrey and I had heard about, we were in the Colorado mountains, and there was this one mountain face that they said that people climbed. So Marcia and I climbed up the backside, and we're sitting on the top, and we're ready to go back to camp. And I decided, since people climb this, I'm going to climb down it. Only we later found out they rock climb it with ropes. And so I started down, and Marcia said, "Don't do it." Can you believe that? Marcia told me not to do something, and I did it. And I got to a point where I could not go up or down. And I saw a little ledge, and I thought, well, if I can jump to that little ledge, then I think I can get down a little further. But my foot hit the little ledge, and I kept going. And that was a very scary moment. I went down for a long time. And all I have is I still have a chip in my elbow, and I skinned my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So I was beautiful for weeks. I got off. I cheated death that time.
So I cheated death through you then.
Yes, you did.
I
Twice.
feel lucky.
I think that's it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Just twice? No. Right.